we were saying Nakumicha must go. But today, in our annual delegate conference, we are saying DUALE must come. Today, Wanasias, the governors, and delegates, it is a remarkable day because we have had comparison of what doctors do in Botswana, what doctors do in South Africa. Last year we had what they are doing in Nigeria and what they are doing in Ghana. So we are asking that from this engagement today, that the delegates have listened, the delegates have been here, that can we forge a partnership that will ensure that the many strikes that happen in the counties comes to an end. Because of today, NEC declared and approved strikes in 18 counties that I was to mention today. But because I have to honor your presence, and I have to honor the presence of the governor, we will postpone releasing the strike notices with 2 weeks. But we ask you that the strike of Kiambu that is to commence soon, Governor, and CS may intervene. I will not want to talk about the character of the leadership of Kiambu, but I will state categorically that we have tried as a union to look for the governor, to look for the leadership without any success. That when we are saying we are going on strike is the only option. That is the Kiambu. We are also asking that we have strike in Kakamega and strike in Marsabit. You are coming here today, we believe, will call those strikes to an end. Because when healthcare of a country is at risk, we will not look at any governor. We will not look at any person in this country when healthcare is not functional. It will rise squarely on your desk as the CS. I mean, it is a pride we have as a union, the milestone that we have today. The last year, when we have special delegate conference, we were saying, Nakumicha must go. But today, in our annual delegate conference, we are saying DUALE must come. And it happens in a way that when he was appointed, we had the new former minister, who was a doctor, who we were talking to on the issues that are affecting us. And so when he came in as a new current minister, we were worried whether he will have understanding of our issues. And I remember when we had Central Branch annual general meeting, we said that the new CS is a politician and we are not ready to have healthcare being politicized. But when we met with the CS and had a discussion on the issues that are affecting us, he seems to have really read the CBA. He seemed to have noted the trends of our strikes and the issues that we were having. So instead of having 2 hours meeting or 3 hours meeting, on 10th of April, we had a 10-minute meeting. We were actually addressing the press after him explaining to us what we needed with chairman and the deputy secretary. That tells you why we, for the first time, seeing the need to implore the aspect of dialogue. Because we have been on the streets. And we know very well how to be on the streets. We have been at home on strikes, and we know how to bargain when we are at home. And therefore, when somebody demonstrates intention to implement our issues, we have to give them time to show us the actions. I am saying this because I have had conversations with different people on one fundamental aspect, the degradation of the profession in this country, of the doctor profession. When somebody tells you that you don't worth to be paid 206,000, you don't deserve to be paid any wages, it means that the person is trying to enslave you. That they don't see the dignity that you need to have, they don't see that you need to have economic freedom. But here is the CS who came up and said, no, it's not about the pay. In fact, we need to pay you 400,000 like the doctors in South Africa. Or we need to pay you like the doctors of Botswana. So I can tell you that the engagement we are having today is that we should continue together with the governor of Mombasa, who I asked today to go and implore on the Council of Governors that our new CBA negotiation for the year 2025-2029 need to anchor that aspect of the inflation, that we should not anymore, after today, talk about the intern wages. I'm saying this because that understanding is there.
We are very keen on stakeholder engagement. We are very keen on making sure that we build consensus within the health sector, because that consensus is going to help us do two things. One is that we want to build public trust and confidence in the healthcare system, and we cannot do it when we are not with you. We have to do it together. So there is no more hiding. We will all come here and discuss the issues of healthcare, however difficult those discussions are. And on that, we have been instructed by the Cabinet Secretary to create platforms. And I have suggested that we create platforms for engagement. Waziri is a very bold person. He is always telling us, go meet those people. So I have met with the renal nurses, I've met with the Kenya Diabetic Group. We are meeting with you. Waziri has given us direction that he will lead from the front. We will come here and hear all the uncomfortable things that we can hear, and we will work on them. And that is the change. That is the change, because we want to build the consensus. And so, Waziri, with your direction, we are establishing these health policy platforms where we will listen to associations, we will listen to unions, we will listen to the civil society, we will listen to everyone, because we are also on a journey to establish order in the public sector. Bad manners must stop, where everyone is a law unto themselves. And that bad manners also must stop, even for you. Okay? Even for you. And I think you guys know us very well. You know me very well. So when I decide to push on an issue, you know there is no stop until it's done. So we must bring order in the public sector. We must bring order in the health sector. And you have clearly seen the direction that Waziri has taken. There must be one voice, one unified vision for the health sector. Not multiple actions, multiple voices, multiple things that sometimes harm our patients. So we are keen on this health policy platform. Number two, and lastly, is advice to my colleagues. I have mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. In here, we have a lot of scientists. I see my professors are here. Professor Winongor is there. I saw him somewhere. I see my other professor is there. In here, we have a lot of experience. People who have managed schools as deans, people who have managed hospitals as med subs, people who have even been in positions of CCs, everyone. We have a lot of knowledge in here. Do not diminish your knowledge. You must rise to the level of thought leadership for the sector. You must put forward proposals that are implementable. You must put forward solutions of how this country must be run. Do not diminish all the knowledge and the resource that is in this room into something small. And you know what I call small? When you delegate the duty and the knowledge that you have of determining the policies that we have into begging for your welfare. That I call small. I think we must rise above that. And I want us to all coalesce our heads and look at what is the next big thing. The Social Health Authority that has been put forward to us has a lot of opportunities, the digitization. We have doctors right now unemployed, and I was talking to my professors last week, and I was asking them, you can't call yourself very successful as a professor with a clinic when your younger colleagues are not employed. What's your solution? What's your knowledge? What are you putting forward as a policy? Because the only solution can't be that the government has failed. That surely can't be the only solution. We must look at the context of the healthcare system. We must understand what we need to do. And then with the leadership of the Cabinet Secretary, we will help you do three things. One, we will help you align those your thoughts with the government policies. We will help you align it with the resource envelope. And number three, we will help you make it sustainable. But you must bring the thought leadership. You must bring the reports. You must bring the idea. That idea must be innovative. Don't be like Kodak that said we did nothing wrong, but you collapsed. So you can sit all in this room and discuss after ourselves and say that we did nothing wrong, it is the minister. But your doctors are not employed. You can keep pointing fingers as much as you want to point fingers, but your patients are not getting the care. But your profession is losing the trust. I leave it up to you, colleagues. Rise above the little. Rise above the little. It's our time to change healthcare now.